welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful week and you're ready for another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And we close this month of August that I dedicated to sustainability and green aviation, and in a very positive note with an article that was published in the World of Aviation, and it talks about Boeing and talks about Boeing committing to publishing more transparent reports about their carbon emissions and their plans to the future, a more greener future. As I said, and as I've been saying throughout this month, aviation is really working to a green future. They are really committed, and most airlines are coming on board. As we saw, the two major plane manufacturers, and that it's Boeing and Airbus, are also on board with lots of projects for either hydrogen technology or SAF, the Sustainable Aviation Fuel, and all these projects are really meaning that a greener aviation is really achievable, and it may be closer than we think, because we always make these conceptions in our mind that they are the big polluters, and it will be virtually impossible to get a green aviation going, and they just proving everyone wrong. They're working hard on this, and they are really trying to get some results. So let's talk gadgets, and let's talk green gadgets. Ooh, my favorite. So let's go. So let's talk gadgets. And this week, to close our mouth about sustainability, we close with an article that was published last year, July last year, in fact, by the World of Aviation, and talks about a strong commitment by Boeing of transparency when it comes to reporting its carbon emissions and reporting their sustainability, etc., etc. So this is something that was very important. They had suffered some pressure both from their shareholders, clients, etc., and obviously this is what is moving the market, and this is obvious when you have, for example, big companies, when you have your stakeholders, that is your shareholders, your clients, everyone that you work with, pressuring you to move in a certain direction. It is easier to actually get that change done, because if you are pressuring a business that you work with to do a certain thing, if they want to keep your business, they will do it. And that's what is moving the change in aviation. It's that airlines want to change, and I've spoken about a few. I've spoken about Qantas, that has been on the record for wanting this change to happen. British Airways, KLM, American Airlines. There's been so many airlines that have been committed to this and doing something. Even and I forgot to mention, and please, I'm not mentioning all airlines that are involved, because I believe they are all, at this point, they are all involved in this. I'm just mentioning some that I really like to read about, like, for example, TAP from Portugal, and other airlines that really are committed in this, really are pushing for the change. And when the airlines start pushing for the change, the next ones in line would be the plane manufacturers, because obviously the airlines are their clients, and if the airlines are demanding change, they need to listen and they need to change. So this is how I see this change happening. This is what I've seen so far, is that airlines push the change, and that keeps on getting everyone involved and the change happening. So according to and I'm reading on my article, because obviously it's impossible to get everything by heart. Boeing wants to run these reports and implement this transparent reporting of their carbon emissions. So they want to report on, reveal how much carbon emissions, for example, its planes, so its jets, generate over their lifespan. So that's very important, because obviously currently we still have a lot of aircraft in the air that are not run by SAF. So therefore we need to know how much carbon are they actually releasing into the atmosphere. And it's important, if the manufacturer put that information out there, it is easier to calculate and it is easier to get to a result. Then they want, and that's the ambition from Boeing, they want to get all their commercial aircraft running 100% on SAF by 2030 to enter service in 2050. This is something really major. This is the targets that aviation is setting. So Boeing is already looking forward, is already looking to the future, and they putting it out there. Our target is delivering green planes, green jets, up to 2030 to enter service in by 2050. This is really, really important. So after all these efforts and all this push by airlines and everyone, Boeing came on board, and as we've seen during this month, they are involved in lots of projects, and they really want to get this SAF industry going, including in the United States. So it is important that companies like Boeing, Airbus, and the big manufacturers really get this push for the green aviation, this push for more sustainable jets, because obviously if they put green jets out there, airlines will buy those jets and will reach a green aviation sooner. So this is a major development. I believe this is a major development, and I think it is very important that we really talk about this. That's why I decided, I know the article is 1 year old, but because I was talking about sustainability this month, I decided that I should have mentioned this article, because it is very important to see how the plane manufacturers really are coming on board and are really trying to do something about this. So this was one of the greatest achievements of aviation so far. And that's all for today. I hope you really enjoyed this last gadget report of August, and you are really, really happy about knowing how aviation is really working hard in order to get greener and greener. I think we're going to get there really, really soon. I believe that the work that has been put in it is definitely going to work, and in this change that has been needed for so long, it's eventually happening, and it's happening sooner rather than later. I see this change coming. I see the effort put forward by airlines, by manufacturers, everyone in the industry, and I really do believe it's going to happen soon. But if you have any comments to make about today's video, if you have anything to say, or maybe there is a project in your country, maybe your national airline is getting involved into a SAF project in your country or something like that, please share. I think it is very important that we share, because it is always good to know about these great things happening in our world. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching, and put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell, so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. And I would like to also tell you that there won't be gadget report next week because I will be taking a break, and there will be some changes to be announced in the next gadget report about the frequency of reports until the end of the year. I will have to do this due to working commitments, so I will be changing a little bit the frequency of the gadget reports, but don't worry, I won't be going. I'll stay and I will be doing the gadget reports still, just not as frequent as you would expect, but I will be getting things together and I will be announcing in the first video of September. As I said, next week there won't be a gadget report, but I will be back in 2 weeks. So have a good break. See you in 2 weeks. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.